Would you like to listen to music during your work time? We are here to help. We created ABP Office Music Pod, powered by the American Business Podcast. ABP Office Music Pod is for you, the working professional. You can enjoy jazz, lo-fi, smooth jazz, classic music, and more during your work time. We keep the music positive and energetic. You can go to the YouTube channel of the American Business Podcast, or you can scan this QR code and start listening right away. There is more coming in the American Business Podcast, and this is one of them. Enjoy ABP Office Music Pod during your work time, and thank you very much for your support. Support for the American Business Podcast comes from Reddit. Do you know the biggest challenge nowadays for American small businesses? That is visibility. That's why we partner with Reddit for Business. There are more than 440 million visitors weekly on Reddit. Furthermore, Reddit is reliable and millions of users are going to Reddit to get the real feedback from real people. It is the number one source for real reviews on products, services, and brands. There is a promotion going on that I'd like you to consider and take advantage of. When you spend $500 on Reddit for advertising, you'll get $500 in advertising credit. True story. I am a Reddit user, and anytime I like to have feedback or review for a product or service, I go to Reddit and I talk to Reddit communities. I get the real feedback and real review from real people and real communities. Scan this QR code and sign up for Reddit advertising. Get the visibility for your company, for your products and services on Reddit with Reddit advertising. Reach people ready to buy your products and services with Reddit advertising. Scan the QR code and sign up today. Thank you for your support. Support for the American Business Podcast comes from Anywhere Apps by Kerr Consulting, now Cherry Baker. Anywhere Apps are designed to help you digitize and automate your business processes. Anywhere Apps are a family of business software products. There are more than 40 products available for business process digitization and automation. Anyware's apps are easy to use, they are standalone, and they are also ready to integrate with your ERP and accounting software systems. Today, I'd like to promote APS Anywhere, which is part of Anywhere Apps software product portfolio. APS Anywhere, designed for manufacturing companies. Whether you are a process manufacturing company, food and beverage, chemical, and more, or a discrete manufacturing company, automotive, aerospace, electronics, and more. APS stands for Advanced Planning and Scheduling. APS Anywhere is ready to streamline, digitize, and automate your production planning process. As you know, in manufacturing, production planning is not easy. There are always some bottlenecks and challenges. You need to put together your resources, 3M, man, machine, and material. APS Anywhere is designed to streamline this process and automate it for you. It is a modern system. It runs on cloud. It also has deployment options for installation on your server or your private cloud environment. The system is scalable. It comes with unlimited number of production planning scenarios, meaning before you execute, you can see the financial implications and timing of your production planning on APS Anywhere. APS Anywhere comes with a very colorful and easy-to-use Gantt chart so that you can see your production planning on a colorful and easy-to-operate Gantt chart before you finalize your production planning purposes. The system is also integratable. It is ready to integrate your ERP system, MRP system, and other systems whenever there is a need. It is designed for manufacturing companies by manufacturing experts. It also comes with ready-made reports if you like to utilize. Furthermore, on APS Anywhere, we can also use demand forecasting function, meaning based on your past manufacturing and sales figures, the system can predict what will be your demand in the future. This will help you manage your supply chain in a more productive manner. I have the QR code on the screen. You can scan the QR code and you can learn more about APS Anywhere as well as Anywhere App software system in general. There is more. I have a direct line for you. You can send me a direct email, kevin@perconsulting.com. kevin@perconsulting.com, and I'll be happy to hear from you about Anywhere apps, APS Anywhere, or any Anywhere apps that is offered by Anywhere apps by Care Consulting, now Cherry Becker. Thank you for your support. Support for the American Business Podcast comes from Otter AI. Otter is the AI note taker that builds your knowledge and powers your workflow with transcription, automated summaries, AI chat, and more. Get your AI-powered assistant for meeting notes, tasks, and more. Scan the QR code on the screen and sign up today. Otter AI is the latest note taker that you can utilize, and you can set your meetings, you can take your notes, and you can also set up your follow-up actions automatically with the help of the Otter AI. Scan the QR code and sign up today. Thank you for your support. Support for the American Business Podcast comes from DocuSign. If you are signing vendor contracts and customer contracts very often, just like I do on daily basis, consider DocuSign. DocuSign is the latest modern digital and electronic signature software system. Furthermore, you can manage your vendor contracts, customer contracts, NDAs, and any other commercial contracts on DocuSign digitally with no need of local installation and no need of keeping your documents on your laptop or your mobile device. Furthermore, with the latest technology of DocuSign, it has intelligent agreement management. It recognizes your repeated documents and creates contracts automatically and makes things easier for you. Do you know how many users are there for the DocuSign system? More than 1 billion users. There are many companies using DocuSign and trust DocuSign for electronic and digital signature. True story. I also use DocuSign on daily basis and it works smoothly. Highly recommended. You see the QR code on the screen. When you scan the QR code, you fill up the form to start your free trial and join the DocuSign user community. Enjoy your DocuSign experience, and I hope you sign up today. I have the QR code on the screen. Thank you very much, and enjoy the experience. Support for the American Business Podcast comes from Gemini, Gemini Trust. Gemini makes crypto simple. Find, trade, and buy over 70 different coins, including Bitcoin and Solana, on the best cryptocurrency platform. Gemini Trust. Start trading crypto here. I have the QR code on the screen. You can scan the QR code and start signing up today. Because they have a great customer service, you can reach out to them and get assistance 24/7. Scan the QR code and start trading crypto on Gemini. Thank you for your support. Support for the American Business Podcast comes from Wyzen. At the American Business Podcast, we always talk about continuous improvement and professional development. That is why we partner with Wyzen, trust the nation's largest network for tutoring. Wyzen helps you find the tutor that you need in many different subjects: chemistry, computer, foreign languages, geometry, English, music, physics, reading, SAT, science, and many more. I have the QR code on the screen that you can sign up and start searching for tutors and enjoy the learning experience and continuous improvement as we always talk about in the American Business Podcast. Scan the QR code and sign up for Wyzen today. Thank you very much. Support for the American Business Podcast comes from Rosetta Stone. Rosetta Stone is bringing you foreign languages. Learn from the experts, choose your plan to get started, sign up today. New Year is coming, and if your New Year resolution is learning a foreign language, Rosetta Stone is the choice for you. Rosetta Stone is offering you a long list of foreign languages: French, Italian, German, Chinese, Greek, Turkish, Polish, Portuguese, Vietnamese, and many more languages are available for you to get started today. Scan the QR code on the screen and sign up for Rosetta Stone and enjoy the learning experience of foreign language. Thank you very much. Support for the American Business Podcast comes from Anywhere Apps by Kirk Consulting, now Cherry Bekaert. Anywhere Apps are business software systems, and they are designed to digitize and automate your business processes. Today, I like to focus on contract management anywhere as part of Anywhere Apps software product portfolio. Contract Management Anywhere is an AI-powered vendor, customer, and legal contract management software system. It is modern, it runs on cloud, it's easy to use, and it's scalable. Because of the AI capabilities of the system, software comes with an AI chatbot that you can get your answers about any contracts that you have. Renewal dates, amounts, start dates, and other details can be learned from the system in a conversation. I have the QR code on the screen. You can scan the QR code to learn more about Contract Management Anywhere, as well as Anywhere Apps in general. There is more. I have a direct email for you. You can send me a direct email about Anywhere Apps and Contract Management Anywhere, kevin@kirkconsulting.com. I'll be happy to help you and help you schedule a demo session with Team Anywhere Apps. Looking forward to hearing from you, and I hope you enjoy Anywhere Apps. Thank you for your support. Support for the American Business Podcast comes from Norton, advanced tech for advanced threats. Sign up today. Norton offers you different packages to completely save and secure your data and your devices. Each Norton package comes with antivirus, malware, ransomware, and hacking protection capabilities. In addition, there is VPN, private internet connection, dark web monitoring, and parental control capabilities in each package. There is a promotion going on right now. I have the QR code on the screen. You can get up to 60% discount if you sign up right now for one of the packages. There are packages of Deluxe, Standard, Plus, and Select. Depends on the number of devices that you like to connect, as well as the features that you like to utilize when you are using Norton. I have the QR code on the screen. When you scan the QR code, you'll see the different packages and options available for you. Scan the QR code, go to the page that you like to sign up, pick the package that you like to use, and sign up today. True story. I am also using Norton on a daily basis, and I know all of my devices are secure every single day, thanks to Norton. Scan the QR code on the screen and start using Norton today and save your devices and your data in a safe and secure manner with the help of Norton. Thank you very much and enjoy the experience. Welcome to the American Business Podcast. I'm Kevin Deveci, your host. I'm welcoming you episode 164. We are in season 5 in the American Business Podcast. Quote of the day. As you know, we have a great partnership with missionstatements.com, and here is the quote of the day. People only see what they are prepared to see. Okay, great. Well, we have a special guest in the American Business Podcast. I'm going to invite our guest to our virtual stage, and we'll get the conversation started. Hello, Dr. Christy McMillan. Welcome to the American Business Podcast.
Thank you, Kevin. I am so excited to get to be a part of this.
I appreciate it. It's very nice to meet you, and thank you so much for your time, and thank you for being with us. How are you? How is your week going? How how your week started? Let's ask that way.
I am well, and life is good. We have no reason to complain, right? We're only able to see what we're prepared to see, according to your quote. And I think that's so valuable to remember because what we focus on is what we're going to see. So we need to be thoughtful about that. We talk a lot about that when I'm working with people. So yeah, it makes all the sense in the world.
Yes, yes, absolutely. And this is really good. Well, we have a lot to cover. Why don't we get started if that's okay? As a
Absolutely.
start, would you please introduce yourself and your
Sure.
organization to our audience and to our viewers, please?
Absolutely. Hi, my name is Dr. Christy McMullen, and I have the honor and privilege of serving as the CEO and founder of Intentionality Group. And what we do is we help you get down to the problem behind the problem, and we help you work with your humans. So I believe in human first leadership, and I also know that nobody wants to be bad at their jobs. So, how can we equip people to be really excellent at their jobs by giving them the right tools in their tool belt? I believe also wholeheartedly that if we don't make work fun, people quit. So I'm also going to talk a little bit today about how you create a little more productive joy. That's me in a nutshell.
Well, thank you for this introduction. Uh, by the way, where are you connected now, though?
I am in Largo, Florida. So if you have no idea where that is, it's the peninsula next to the big peninsula, Pinellas County. So Tampa Bay area of Florida.
Okay, yeah, that's such a beautiful place, and I'm glad that you made time to connect us, join us today. Appreciate it.
Well, I'm really honored that you asked.
Thank you so much. Well, okay, how about your career journey? How did you get started? How your career journey has unfolded over the years?
It's kind of a fun one. So, I am an educator by trade. I started out teaching high school. I thought that that's what I would do my entire career. And about 6 years into teaching, I was pulled out of the classroom and asked to start teaching adults. Believe it or not, there are people who teach teachers, and that was my job. And I absolutely loved it. And what I discovered was that I have a knack for creating the correct conditions for learning to happen. And I would argue that every single one of us is teaching people things all day long, every day. But many of us have never been equipped to do that well. And so, what I decided to do I wrote my book in 2020, but I wrote a book called Learning Can Stick. And the idea behind the book is that every learning experience should be safe, logical, fun, and memorable. And if it isn't, people will check out on you. So I decided to take that out of the education space and put it squarely in the industry space. And I've worked with lawyers and doctors, I've worked with healthcare workers, I've worked with mortgage brokers and real estate agents. And in every one of those circumstances, those four conditions remain true. And so what we do now is we work with organizations to teach them how to create those four conditions, and we can go deeper into that if you want to, but ultimately you have to create an environment where people can relax enough and it's psychologically safe enough for people to be able to absorb information. And I'm not talking about like learning, I'm talking about meetings, running trainings, running conversations with people. If you don't make it safe, logical, fun, and memorable, people just don't listen. So I've had the honor and privilege of being a true educator all the way through, but not an educator in the way you might think. Instead, as somebody who works with leaders to make sure that they are being great educators too.
Yeah, this is it's a great journey. And about your book, by the way, so when can our how can our audience can get your book? It's on Amazon or any other
It
channel?
is. So I actually have two. My book, so it's behind me right there.
All right.
Called Learn.
Yes.
Yes, it's called Learning Can Stick. You can get it on Amazon. And so Learning Can Stick, a guide to make every learning experience safe, logical, fun, and memorable. And then I have a tiny book. You can see next to it, a little bitty, is kind of a pocket version of the key concepts of that book. And that's the kind of thing that you could use to hand to somebody and help them quickly understand the concepts behind the whole book. So both of those are available on Amazon.
Yeah, this is great. Yeah, I love pocketbooks myself as well. Easy to
Yeah,
carry,
it
very
would fit right
helpful.
there in your jacket pocket.
Nice. Yes, I like that. Yes. Well, thank you for this information. This is great. Um, well, just to follow up what you just mentioned. So, how can companies, organizations, and leaders create a safe environment for their employees and teams?
Yeah, so psychological safety is different from physical safety, right? Physical safety is important, but that psychological safety ultimately means that people are allowed to ask questions, make mistakes, and not know the answers. And when we think about creating a psychologically safe environment, which is something I've studied and learned a lot about, is ultimately it starts with the leaders, and they have to be vulnerable enough to admit when they don't know answers. And that's really hard sometimes because as the leader, I think we in our minds think we're supposed to have all the answers, and the reality is you can't. You've got to rely on your people. So what do you do to create that environment? Sometimes it's as simple as learning people's names and knowing whether or not they have kids or pets or whatever. It starts there, but it goes deeper than that. It's learning to be clear with your expectations. So Brene Brown and I are besties. She doesn't know that part. I'm working on her knowing that I'm her bestie. But ultimately, Brene Brown says, clear is kind, unclear is unkind. If we don't choose to be clear with our expectations, that's not safe, right? If I don't know that I can say, hey, Kevin, you know what? I don't think we did that the best way possible. If you're going to yell at me for that, I'm never going to tell you again. So that psychologically safe work environment isn't just butterflies and bubbles. It's actually conflict that's productive and that you can do safely so that people don't run from that conflict, but instead run towards it.
That's a great insight. Okay, well, let's talk about your industry a little bit. A general information that you can share with us about the state of your industry, if that's okay.
So the state of education right now is interesting. And when I'm talking about education, I'm talking about traditional education, public school systems, because I also still work in many of those. And that industry is a bit of a mess because there's a lot of unknown. But I would say that translates into every business right now. There's a lot of unknown. And you can either run towards change or away from it, but it's inevitable. And so all change comes with loss. And I think that's what my industry is facing right now is some loss of the way we've always done it. And I would argue that anybody listening right now is feeling that we've always done it this way, but that doesn't exist anymore, or AI has changed it, or our circumstances look different. So instead, I lean into the human side because that's the part that hasn't changed. We still need our humans to do the things that they need to do to get the best results, whether that's leaning into AI or not. So the state of our industry in education specifically is very unknown, but I do believe that that translates into all industries. And I work with, like I mentioned, lots of different types of industries, and they're all feeling that same thing. So we got to lean into the humans.
Well, you just mentioned AI, and that's one of the popular subjects in the American Business Podcast. How do you see the impact of AI on business, and in this particular case, on education nowadays?
Well, it's not going anywhere, and we all need to embrace it. So we should start with that, right? We cannot hide from the fact that nothing is going to look exactly the way it did a year ago or 5 years ago. It's certainly not going to look the same in a year. And so I think that our focus right now has to be on the humans, because ultimately the jobs that those humans used to do are not going to exist anymore. And so the people side of things has to be poured into. We have to pay attention to those who are there and make sure that they know how to interact with one another, how to get the best possible results from those AI tools. And they also have to feel equipped to create the kind of collaboration necessary to get the best possible results. So I'm not afraid of AI. I'm kind of excited about it. And I recognize that the human side has never mattered more. And that's really the part that I understand and know how to fix.
Well, leadership. How would you define leadership, and what are the great leadership qualities a good leader must have?
good leader, a great leader, let's say it this way. A good leader needs to know their people, but a great leader needs to know how to leverage the talents of those people. So when I think about leadership, great leadership is being able to admit that you're not holding all the answers, that the brilliance is actually in the room. And when you think about those great leaders, they not only know that the brilliance is in the room, but they ask the brilliance to act. So it's putting people in the right seats so that they are able to be successful. It's knowing people's talents and skill sets so that you're not asking someone who isn't good at something to do that something when the person sitting next to them is actually excellent at it. So I actually do a really fun personality test. I even did a TEDx on it once. The TEDx is called I'm a bold flavor. And I am, and I know I am. And it's because that's how I'm wired, right? So our brains are actually wired with hormones that are called neurosignatures. And I've given 4 titles to those. So you are either a paperclip, a magnifying glass, a teddy bear, or a slinky. And that personality test allows you to quickly determine who you have in the room. And then you get those people to do the things that they're supposed to be doing. I think that the most important leadership lesson we can have is not asking people to do things because it's part of their job description, but asking them to do the things that they're actually wired to do so that you get the best results.
Have you had any role models, any mentors who help you shape your career journey over the years?
Definitely. So the one that comes to mind is Dr. Robin McCoy. Dr. McCoy was my boss for, she was a colleague first, and then she was my boss for years. And what Robin taught me, among other things, was that it's okay to be authentically yourself as long as you are encouraging others to do the same. And she also taught me to set guardrails so that work doesn't become all consuming. And I think that's the leadership lesson that I took from her. The biggest one is that we all have jobs that are all consuming. But if we don't put guardrails in place, what happens is we start trying to pour from an empty cup. We've given everything we can, and we're answering emails at 10 p.m. and again at 5 a.m., and we're never stopping the work, and our families suffer. So what she taught me was setting clear guardrails allows you to bounce off of those guardrails when you start to get out of whack. If you think about, like, if you're bowling and you put the guardrails into the gutters, you can't actually get a gutter ball. That's the kind of guardrails she set. So she would say, all right, listen, team, I will never reach out to you after 5 p.m. unless it is a life or death situation and you will get a text message from me. But you do not need to check your email after 5 p.m. And that's rare in today's business because we're all working from our phones and we're constantly in that go mode, right? But what she recognized is if I don't ask my people to turn off that go, because they're overachievers, they're never going to, and then they're going to burn out. So she taught me how to protect the humans. Obviously, there's a theme here, right? But she taught me how to make sure that the people involved had the tools necessary to be able to care for themselves and their families first. So shout out, Robin, I love you.
That's great. Well, key career lesson. If there is one key career lesson that you learned the hard way, what would it be that you can share with us? And if there's more than one, we'll take it too.
Gosh, there are many, but I think the one I'm going to lean into is learning to trust your instincts enough to make bold decisions. Because if you think about how business actually works, it's really about getting the right people to know the right things to be able to create the right product. But first you have to define right. And then you have to decide what success will actually look like. And I had to learn to trust that I brought something unique to the table. I think I've worked with many leaders over the years in lots of different industries. And what I've discovered is the successful ones are the ones that trust themselves enough to be confident enough to say, I do know or I don't know. And the ones that can't do that, the ones that struggle with that self-confidence, are the ones that tend to micromanage and make things very uncomfortable for everyone around them out of fear, not out of a desire to succeed. And when we operate out of that spirit of fear, we tend to cut our nose off to spite our face, right? Like we're not necessarily creating a space where people can thrive because we're so worried about whether or not we're going to get the credit.
Okay, well, we have a little tradition in the American Business Podcast. I have a question for you coming from our previous guest, and I'll ask you to leave me a question as well for our coming guest. And the question coming from our previous guest is, what is your one advice for new business owners after years of experience that you have? What would it be, your advice?
Okay, so I'm going to go back to your quote at the beginning about what we focus on is what we see, right? We have to be prepared to see the thing, right? So my one piece of advice for new business owners is to decide what success looks like and then look for it. We often say, I want to be successful, but we don't define success. And by not defining success, we don't know if we ever got there or not. So it's learning to focus on what we're trying to accomplish instead of all of the stuff that gets in the way. When we focus on the good, we see the good. When we focus on the bad, we see the bad. So you choose. So that's my piece of advice for new business owners. It's not going to go perfectly. It's not going to be beautiful yet. But where you put your focus is 100% what you're going to see. So choose wisely.
What is your question for the next guest in the American Business Podcast?
Okay, so I believe that if you don't make work fun, people quit. So my question is, what are you doing today specifically that is creating productive joy?
Okay, we'll make sure to ask that question. Thank you very much. All right. So do you have any question that you would like to ask me in this episode?
Sure, Kevin. So you have created a very successful podcast in the last year, but this isn't your day job, right? Like this is just part of what you are doing.
Yes.
What impact are you trying to make on the world by creating the American Business Podcast?
Yes. So my goal is, and the impact that I'm working on creating is to create this educational environment to help professionals learn from each other. That is actually my main goal. Professionals, experts like yourself and others join us in the American Business Podcast in this friendly, comfortable environment that we ask questions and we learn from you, and other professionals listening to us, they learn from your insights and they share their insights with others as well. This is just like a carousel, right? They basically just like a loop that everyone shares with each other and creating this educational environment. Moreover, not only in terms of thoughts, we also organize monthly networking events. So literally, professionals can actually join that event and make connections in terms of business networking. So that's our goal, and we are working hard on it every week.
I love that. That's perfect. Well, and I am so honored to get to be a teeny tiny part of that. So thank you for
of course.
thinking I had something to add, some value.
No doubt about it. Yes. It's such an honor to have you, and thank you so much, of course. All right. Well, let's talk about next generation. What is your career advice for the next generation professionals?
So I'm the mother of...
Just before, sorry about that. Just also... a little bit of more background information in terms of why we are asking this question. So especially new graduates, they are struggling. So it's getting more difficult to get entry level jobs. There is a shift in the market. We are seeing, for example, computer science department used to be very popular among the next generation. Now they are leaving that department, going to other departments, for example. And the impact of AI is also impacting the career market, the job market in general. So from that point of view, if you can share some of your advice, that'll be great.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'm the mother of 25-year-old twins, one of which is married, so that gives me another daughter, and then we have a bonus adopted daughter. So I have three 25-year-olds and a 26-year-old in my space. So this question means a lot to me.
Okay, super on.
Right. When I think about the next generation, I think the advice that I would have is learn how to interact with others. That is your number one goal. If you can successfully not just interact with others, but get them to to a product, whatever that product might be. That's the skill that organizations are going to need, is who can orchestrate work to happen by interactions with humans. Because yes, we can learn all kinds of specific trades, but the reality is even, our therapists are becoming ChatGPT, and we are losing some of the most consistent spaces we've ever had. But we're not going to lose the fact that the humans are still going to exist. So if you know how to interact with others and are able to drive conversations towards product, I think that that's the most successful thing that the next generation can focus on, is how do I interact with others and how do I bring value to that space so that people can be more successful because I'm around.
For those who like to continue this conversation and get in touch with you, what is the best way that they can get in touch with you?
Google my name. That's the easiest way. But ultimately, LinkedIn is a fantastic place for us to spend some time. So just Dr. Christy McMullen on LinkedIn. Also, our website, intentionalitygroup.com, or you can just email me directly at Christy, CHRISTIE, at intentionalitygroup.com. And I would love to chat. That would be so much fun.
Dr. Christy McMullen, thank you so much for being with us in the American Business Podcast. Thank you for sharing your professional insights and your professional wisdom in the American Business Podcast.
Thank you for creating a space for people to learn.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much, and I wish you a great week.
Thank you, you too.
And to our audience, to our listeners, and to our viewers, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. We'll be right back after a short break. Thank you. Support for the American Business Podcast comes from Reddit. Do you know the biggest challenge nowadays for American small businesses? That is visibility. That's why we partner with Reddit, Reddit for Business. Reddit has more than 400 million weekly visitors. Furthermore, Reddit is reliable. Reddit is the #1 source for real reviews on products, services, and brands. There is a promotion going on. When you spend $500, you'll get $500 in ad credit from Reddit. True story. I am a Reddit user. Anytime I need feedback or review for a product or service, I go to Reddit. I get the real answers, real feedback from real people, from Reddit communities. Scan this QR code and sign up for Reddit advertising for your business. Get the visibility for your company, your products and services. Scan the QR code and sign up today. Thank you for your support. Would you like to start your business podcast? We are here to help. My name is Kevin Deveci. I am the founder and host of the American Business Podcast, the voice of American business. When we started the American Business Podcast on February 28, 2025, we had only one mission in mind: to promote, support, and uplift American businesses, nonprofits, manufacturers, and the American business community. Within our first 6 months, we managed to pass 100,000 YouTube subscribers, and we received YouTube Silver Award. This is an important award. It shows our dedication to American business and to the American Business Podcast viewers, subscribers, and American Business Podcast community. Now you can have your own branded company podcast within the American Business Podcast Network. You can promote your company, your products, your services, and you'll have instant visibility in front of thousands of the American Business Podcast viewers, subscribers, and followers. You can promote your company, your products and services. You can educate and inspire businesses and individuals. More importantly, you can tell your story, your brand story. How did you get started? What makes you different? And how you are helping your customers and communities. As you know, in the American Business Podcast, I've been talking to more than 100 American businesses. Each business has a story that is inspiring and motivational. I know your business also has a great story which is motivational and inspiring. It is time for you to have your business podcast within the American Business Podcast Network. We help you start your business podcast and we help you grow your business. This is a great opportunity for you to be visible in the marketplace in front of thousands of the American Business Podcast viewers and subscribers. And this is a great opportunity for us to fulfill our mission to promote, support, and uplift American businesses. Please send us an email and let's get the conversation started. It is paas@americanpodcast.tv. Business podcasting as a service. Powered by the American Business Podcast, the voice of American business. The American Business Podcast is America's fastest growing educational business podcast network in this age of AI. My name is Kevin Deveci. I'm the founder and host of the American Business Podcast, and I'm looking forward to hearing from you, working with you, and help you grow your business with your new business podcast. Thank you very much. Support for the show comes from Yelp. You know, I've been talking to more than 100 business owners in the American Business Podcast. Do you know the biggest problem for small businesses nowadays? It is visibility. That is why you should sign up and list your business on Yelp for Business. I have the QR code on the screen, and when you scan the QR code, the form will show up on your screen and you can sign up on the registration form. It comes with free trial with no obligation. Make it easy for your customers to find you. Do you know there are more than 70 million customers visiting Yelp website looking for services from businesses just like yours? Restaurants, home services, professional services, and many other businesses are being searched on Yelp on daily basis. That's a great opportunity. If you list your business on Yelp, you'll be findable, searchable, and you'll be visible. When you are visible, when your customers are able to find you, you're in business. You can get opportunities, you can get leads, you can build a healthy and profitable pipeline. Consider Yelp for Business. Scan the QR code, sign up, and start your free trial. It comes with free trial. Very comfortable, no obligation. List your business and start getting the results and enjoy the benefits of Yelp Business. Thank you for your support. Support for the American Business Podcast comes from Anywhere Apps by Kirk Consulting, now Cherry Baker. It is time to digitize and automate your business processes. Anywhere Apps designed for small and mid-sized companies as well as enterprise-level companies to help you digitize and automate your business processes. Today, I'd like to talk about one of the Anywhere apps that's very popular in the US. It is called Nonprofit Management Anywhere. If you are a nonprofit and you like to manage your donations, volunteers, fundraising events, your grants, and other documents for compliance and operational purposes, consider Nonprofit Management Anywhere. It is a completely cloud service. You can start using it today with no need for local installation on your server or on your local laptop and computers. It is user-friendly and it's easy to deploy, and you can start using it today. I have the QR code on the screen. You can scan the QR code and you can learn more about Anywhere apps, including Nonprofit Management Anywhere. Well, there is more. If you'd like to talk to me directly about Anywhere apps, you can just send me an email directly, kevin@kerconsulting.com. Anywhere apps are modern, they are easy to use, they are affordable, practical, and more importantly, that's designed for you to help you digitize and automate your business processes. Scan the QR code or just send me a direct email, kevin@kerconsulting.com. Thank you for your support. Support for the American Business Podcast comes from Opus Virtual Offices. Opus is offering you more than 600 different locations in the US. It is $99 a month. This includes prestigious business address, professional live call answering, personalized call transferring, business phone number, local phone number, professional mail services, voicemail converted to email. I have the QR code on the screen. You can sign up for Opus today. Opus is offering you hundreds of locations in the US that you can pick, any of them that you like. And you can start having your virtual office today. Please scan the QR code and start using Opus Virtual Offices today. Thank you for your support. Support for the American Business Podcast comes from Just Answer. Real help from real experts 24/7. Experts such as lawyers, doctors, veterinarians, computer technicians, home improvement experts, mechanics, personal tax experts, computer technicians, and many other experts are available for you 24/7 on Just Answer. You'll get your answers anytime during the day, during the night, 24/7, and you'll get your answers from reliable sources. You can scan the QR code on the screen and you can sign up for Just Answer. The answers you need at a price that is right. Scan the QR code and sign up for Just Answer today. Thank you for your support. Support for the American Business Podcast comes from Brother. From large companies to small offices, Brother has powerful printers and all-in-ones for your growing business. Scan the QR code and find the best printers for your needs. When you scan the QR code, you can see the entire collection, business office equipment collection of Brother USA, and pick the one that you like. You'll find printers, labels, toners, all-in-ones, and other office equipment available on Brother website when you scan the QR code. Scan the QR code and start shopping for Brother office equipment today. Thank you for your support. Support for the American Business Podcast comes from Invicta watches. Invicta watches are known for their stylish design for men, women, as well as for unisex watches. When you scan the QR code on the screen, it'll take to their online store and you can start shopping right away. When you go to the Invicta store website, you'll see watches in different collections for men, for women, different colors, different designs, as well as different sizes. There are hundreds of watches that you can see and you can pick from. Because it's end of the year, you'll also enjoy the benefits of their end of the year promotions and discounts. True story, I'm an Invicta fan. I've been using Invicta for many years. I have more than 10 Invicta watches in my wardrobe. This is one of them that I like. The style is pretty cool. I use these pretty much weekly basis. I have another one that I use on my wrist. This one is pretty cool. This one is called Shutter. I can change the face just by turning the buttons, and I can have different style of watches pretty much every day. Because it's pretty business looking, I can actually wear this with my business outfit as well. Please scan the QR code and start shopping today. I'm sure you'll like Invicta watches. They have great styles and different colors as well as different technologies such as quartz, mechanical, automatic, and other watches are also available for your liking and for your choice. Please scan the QR code and start shopping today. Thank you very much for your support. It is time to sign up for the online monthly networking event. Networking and podcasting together. It is called Connection America Business Alliance, partnered and powered by the American Business Podcast. During this unique business networking event, you'll be able to meet with other business professionals. At the same time, you will be in the American Business Podcast in front of thousands of business-minded YouTube subscribers, viewers, and listeners of the American Business Podcast, the voice of American business. Connection America online monthly networking events are interactive. You'll be able to meet with other seasoned business professionals, and at the same time, you'll be able to interact with viewers and audience. That's a unique event. It is because it's podcasting plus networking. If you are in business, you should be networking. And if you're not networking, you are losing business every single day. That is why we created online monthly networking event called Connection America Business Alliance, CABA in short. Scan this QR code and sign up today. When you scan the QR code, you'll see the list of coming monthly online networking events. Pick the one that works for you and sign up. We have limited seating, and today is the great day to sign up for online business networking event. Networking plus podcasting. That is a unique online business networking opportunity. You can introduce yourself, your products and services, and you'll be able to network with other business professionals live on the American Business Podcast. Scan the QR code and sign up today. I'm looking forward to seeing you there. Thank you for your support.